All right, let's talk about something that hits close to home for millions of people. Why does it feel like you're just running on a financial hamster wheel, no matter how hard you work? We're going to break down the real reasons, and trust me, the answer isn't just spend less money. Let's dive in. So it all starts with this one kind of shocking number. A recent study found that a staggering 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's almost 8 out of every 10 people. Just think about that for a second. But, here's the part that really makes you go, wait, what? You'd think this is a problem for people with low-paying jobs, right? But it's not. The same study found that this includes a huge number of people earning over $100,000 a year. That right there proves that something much deeper is going on, and it's affecting pretty much everyone, no matter what their paycheck says. So if it's not just about how much money you make, then what is it? What's the deal? Well, we've dug into the data, and it seems to come down to 3 hidden forces that keep so many of us feeling financially stuck. Let's unpack the first one. It's this thing called lifestyle inflation, and it is a totally silent wealth killer. The idea is really simple. The more money we make, well, the more money we spend. You get a raise, and immediately that little voice in your head starts talking about a newer car, or a bigger apartment, or more streaming services. And just like that, you've basically canceled out your own financial progress. And this visualizes the trap perfectly. Just imagine you're making $40,000 a year, and you're spending pretty much all of it. You work your tail off, you get a huge promotion, and now you're making $70,000. Awesome, right? But before you know it, you find you're also spending $70,000. The numbers on your paycheck got bigger, but your actual financial situation, it hasn't changed one bit. Your savings are still stuck at zero. Okay, so the second reason is, well, it's that the whole financial system is basically engineered to get you to do this. I mean, think about it. One-click shopping, credit card rewards that only reward you for spending more, and now all these buy now, pay later services. These things aren't just about convenience. They are tools that have been psychologically engineered to get us to bypass rational thought and just spend right now. Which leads us to a pretty big question. Is the system actually working against us? I mean, just think for a second about who profits when you spend. The banks, the credit card companies, the giant retailers, they all make more money when you spend, not when you save. So yeah, in a lot of ways, the answer is yes. But you know what? Just being aware of that is the first step to beating the game. And that brings us right to our third big reason, a massive, massive education gap. We spend more than a dozen years in school learning all sorts of complex stuff, but there's basically zero formal education on the practical, real-world money skills we need every single day. Things like how to make a budget, what investing even is, or how to build good credit. And the result of this is, well, it's kind of shocking. Some research shows that the average person literally spends more time every month scrolling through Netflix trying to find something to watch than they do on their own financial planning. Now, that's not a judgment. It's just a symptom of a system that has never really given us the tools or taught us the priorities. Look, these reasons aren't just abstract ideas. They have very, very real consequences. Let's take a look at how this all plays out for a normal person. So let's make this real. Let's talk about a story about someone we're just going to call Sarah. Now, Sarah is 34, she has a good job, and she's making $65,000 a year. On paper, you'd think she's doing just fine, right? But here's the reality check. Even with that solid income, Sarah has only $200 in her savings account. She's fallen into every one of the traps we just talked about. And then, of course, life happens. A totally normal everyday emergency. Her car breaks down. With only $200 in the bank, that repair bill goes straight onto a high-interest credit card. And just like that, she's trapped in a cycle of debt. Sarah's story isn't some rare, out-there thing. It's incredibly common. So the question we all have to ask ourselves is this. How many of us are just like Sarah? One unexpected bill, one car repair, one medical issue away from a complete financial disaster. Okay, I know that's a sobering thought, but here is the good news. You are not powerless here. It is absolutely possible to break this cycle. And it all starts with 3 simple, totally doable rules that can help you build a real path forward. Okay, number one, pay yourself first. This means the very first bill you pay out of every single paycheck is to your own savings account. Number two, the 24-hour rule. This one is a killer for impulse spending. For any non-essential purchase over 50 bucks, just force yourself to wait one day. You will be amazed how often you just don't want it anymore. And number three, build your financial seatbelt. That's a 3-month emergency fund. This is your cushion, your buffer against all the surprises life throws at you. Let's just double click on that first rule for a second, because it really is a total mindset shift. Savings is not what's left over after you've spent your money. No, you have to treat it like a non-negotiable expense, just like your rent or your phone bill. Automate it. Make that 10% the very first thing that leaves your account, and you will start building wealth without even having to think about it. So here's the bottom line. Getting caught in this cycle, it's understandable. You're up against some powerful systems and, for most of us, a serious lack of education on the topic. It is not your fault. But, and this is the important part, understanding all this gives you the power to change it. And breaking that cycle, that is your responsibility. You don't have to do everything all at once. This journey really does start with a single step. So looking at these 3 rules, which one are you going to commit to this week? Are you going to go set up that automatic transfer? Or are you going to try the 24-hour rule on that thing you wanted to buy? The choice you make today could honestly be the turning point for your entire financial future.